Hey, you there. Okay, hi. Hello. Okay, so I have no idea what the correct way is to put on these glasses, but I'll be completely honest. Oh, wait, no, this is not going to help, is it? Oh, oh. Maybe this will do something. I could be uncomfortable for a little bit. I don't mind that much. It's only going to hurt my back. No big deal. Nothing I haven't dealt with before. Dealt with many worse things. So where was I? What was I talking about? Yes, one of the many things that I enjoy doing is playing around with my voice and doing impressions. I I think it may have something to do with speaking more than one language and having to listen to enunciations and that type of thing. For example, I looked up the word marry. Marry. When you hear the word marry, what do you imagine that sounds like? Wait, hold on. I want you to appreciate these glasses. Because I'm totally appreciating these glasses. Man, that really sucks. If I kill it. No, there's just no. Oh, that's quite unfortunate. Well, perhaps I could just do this. God, I just feel like this adds so much to the point, to the whole thing. Anyway, so as I was saying earlier, there is a bulletin. There's a bulletin. There's a billboard on my way to work. On my way to work. And it talks about ordaining women into the Catholic Church. And that's honestly, you know what, I'm gonna drop this for a minute. Because this is something that I am actually kind of serious about. So, actually, I have this music on just for you, so I'm just going to take this off for a second. So, being a woman here in the United States is such a privilege, honestly, because I know, literally, I know that there are so many people that have it worse out there in the world than I do. And it I know it sounds crazy, but it drives me insane. It kills me. Bless you. Bless you, my dear. It kills me to know that there are people out there that have it worse than I do and can't even eat. Bless you. Bless you. Thank you. And it just really bothers me, you know, knowing that there are people out there that literally aren't eating for days, that don't have any food, that are starving. I feel like these are things that a lot of people don't think about on the day-to-day, you know, that we are not conscientious of it. Conscientious. I actually have a list of things that I wanted to talk about. And so, and one of the things that I have on my list, of course, is the word conscientiousness. Because what does it mean? What does it mean to you? The word conscientiousness. You know, to me it means being aware, thinking about everything that I do before I do it. Because ultimately, I am not the only one that my actions are going to affect. I can't just think about myself. Maybe I probably was selfish, without a doubt. I mean, I'm still selfish. Let's be honest. We are human. I'm human. Hey, you got me. I'm totally human. Holy shit. Wait, who is it? It was... I saw this quote literally at the Audubon Zoo. I'm very conspicuous of quotes that float around because there was one that I think it was Gandhi. He said something and it was completely skewed and it was like pasted all over, and it was like, it's a famous quote now, but apparently people like pasted or changed what he actually said into the quote that it is now. Bless you. Yeah. You okay?
I'm good.
That the Dalai Lama. What? Bless you.
I must have something in my nose.
Holy cow. Anyway, no. Gandhi. It was whatever he said. Anyway, it completely got messed up and taken apart. And so I'm really cautious, as you know, you should be always, of the internet, because I don't know if you know or are aware, but there are people that are trolls on the internet. A lot. There are people out there who literally, their job is to try and scam people into giving their money away. Like, think about that for a second. There's a what's his name? James Veach. I think he's so funny. But he did some TED Talks, and he has some on YouTube apparently. I don't know. I just googled his name, but he actually trolled scammers, and I thought it was, you know, enlightening. And it certainly gave me a laugh. I thought it was pretty awesome. I do enjoy I do enjoy James Veach. He's so funny. I really think that in a past life I was a British. I thoroughly believe that. I have stated before I have stated before that I'm not religious. I was. But, something about just starting to question everything kind of just got me to where I am today. Which, by the way, if you are watching and at any point in time you have a question, please do say hello in the chat. I would absolutely appreciate that. But anyway, I have always really been naive, honestly. I've lived under a rock. I had a very modest and very, sheltered upbringing. Not that I was, underprivileged, I was not starving. I'm not about to start complaining or anything. I didn't have probably what most people have. Probably, when I say probably, I use that term loosely. I don't know. I'm not going to give you statistics. But I do care about being accurate. So, in the 90s, I think most people had, in this country, X amount of gifts or what have you. And under their Christmas tree. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm thinking about. And normal, average United States Christmases, most people here are Christian. Like I said, I was born into a Catholic family. We would go to mass. I would go to church all the time. I call it mass. I don't know why. I'm really stubborn about things. People that are very close to me know that. I'm stubborn. But I try not to be. And I try to recognize when I'm not right. Because let's be honest, people. We're not right all the time. We're just not. It's a fact. And the sooner you recognize that you have a problem, the sooner you can fix your problem, right? I think so. That's what I try to do, for sure. I try to recognize the problems that I have. I don't know if I always did that, but I definitely did try to. Let me see. What's happening here? I guess something about sitting at my desk and having my headphones on kind of helps a little bit. I just really wish that I could listen to music while I'm, streaming music that I like. Because I like to sing. I like to hum. But it doesn't help that I can't put it on my computer because DMCA, which, honestly, I love to, I would be willing to karaoke. I talked to thy husband about it, because if I were to have enough, human adult drink, then I would be willing to karaoke, and I think that, that's fun. Hell, I would be willing to hula hoop, although I really don't think that, I'm not really sure if anyone would be interested in that, simply just because I don't have anything fun or interesting to do with the hula hoop, just other than I can just hula hoop for a long time. When I was a kid, I would hula hoop forever. I mean, you know, like not forever. I would stop, but I would stop because I stopped myself, not because needed to. But it's been a long time since like I've hula hooped like that. But hell, dude, if there were like competitions that I would have known about, I would have won. Like seriously, I would have. I'm not gonna say I would have won, but I would have been all in that gravy. I mean, I would stand in front of the TV, and I would just hula hoop, and I would watch episodes of whatever, and you know, honestly, I'm gonna give credit to me not being 300 pounds, to me hula hooping a shit ton as a kid. I did. I would just sit there. I would just stand there. I really thought about just hula hooping. I think I'm gonna buy a hula hoop, but I definitely don't have the room right here to hula hoop. I'd have to like be, you know, I would need more room, which would be, I would be willing to do if anyone would be interested in watching me hula hoop, because I would do that. And singing, although fuck man, like it really sucks. Who wants to listen without the music? The whole point is having the music there, you know. This DMCA shit kind of sucks, but that's okay. It's all gonna be okay. At the end of the day, people have to make money, right? You gotta make a living. Heck, I want to go back to school. Oh my god. I want to go back to school to study law and be an attorney, because I want to help people. Genuinely, because I want to help people, not because I want to be on 28 billboards on I-10 between Alabama and Florida. And I think I've said this before, but I'm really not here to, you know, make money to live extravagantly. My house is not big by any means, and I really don't need a big house. Even if I did have money, you know, I don't know that I'd want a big house. I mean, let's be honest. I feel like that's more just that's a lot more shit to worry about. It's more rooms. I'm terrible at doing chores as it is. I know that I've said that before. So I'm not interested in having a bigger house, but I am interested in being able to go visit places and travel. That is something that I'm so interested in. All of these, who's my favorite human? David Attenborough. I said that, I think, yesterday. My favorite human, David Attenborough. Like, no doubt, no questions. The things he has seen in his lifetime. The things that we don't appreciate. The things that we take for granted. You know? Aphids. I didn't know that they reproduced through parthenogenesis. What is parthenogenesis? That's an interesting word, isn't it? I didn't even know what it was. But here it is. Here it is. Thank you, Sir David Attenborough. I so enjoy listening to his soft voice. I could just, I could listen to it all day long. I'm gonna be honest here, and I'm gonna give credit where it is due. Any, any British accent, any British accent impressions or whatever that I do from here on out are largely do thank giving credit to David Attenborough and Benedict Cumberbatch, who I love so very much, and Damon Albarn. It's kind of strange. This is why I'm telling you. I feel like I was a Brit in some past life because I enjoy the humor. I think it's quite compelling. It's a bit sarcastic. And also, I mean, you know, of course, regional dialects. It really depends. If if you're willing to get all specific into that. I am I'm a stickler for spelling. I always have been. I don't know why. I think it was because I learned English as a second language, basically. I mean, writing it, no. But, you know, orally. Orally. Yes. Auditorily. Yes. And so when I learned how to write and speak Spanish, it was totally thanks to my first grade teacher. I don't know if I would have learned to read and write in Spanish if it wasn't for my first grade teacher. I'm going to get to my point. I am going back to Roy Bourgeois. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. I do want to talk about the goddamn Catholic religion because there's a point to that and it largely disturbs me. And there's so many reasons that I can't sleep at night. I mean, I do, but it's only because I'm absolutely exhausted at the end of the day. It's really because right now I have so much that I don't know what the heck insomnia is. But anyway, goddamn, I already lost it. I don't know what I was talking about. I know that I'm supposed to be talking about the Catholic Church, but I don't remember what I was talking about before that. I used to have a friend. I say used to because we really stopped talking, and I changed numbers, and I don't think I ever told him. I don't know. But he basically just like started talking to me out of nowhere on MySpace. Did anyone have MySpace? Because I did. I totally did. When I was in high school, I had MySpace. But he basically just started messaging me on AIM, and it turned out that he was exactly the kind of individual that I needed in my life at the time. You know, mentally stimulating, for better or for worse, because we would literally stay up until like 3 or 4 in the morning sometimes on the phone. But we had a list. I'm not even joking. I had a list. I don't know. I don't remember if I had it written down or if I had it on my phone, but I had a list. We had a list of things that we needed to talk about, because we never ran out of things to talk about. That was always a thing. And we really, when did we become friends? I feel like we became friends in my junior year, sophomore year, junior year, in high school. I don't know. I don't remember. But it was really nice. I really enjoyed his just him, you know. We really had a connection that I feel is really hard to find these days. And for better or for worse, why is that? You know, I spend a lot of time thinking. That's really why I don't really do a lot of socializing, which is really honestly hypocritical, and I really need to do. I need to go out and hang out with people and spend time with people. Which I do. I try to, anyway. I try not to be just simple. I like to say that I do nice things whenever I can. I hope that you try to do nice things whenever you can. Whenever I go to the gas station, and I pump gas, or I go into into the gas station, the convenience store. I hold the door open if I need to, or whatever it is. And I always try to make sure that I wait my turn. Do you do that? Do you try to make sure that you don't cut people? Do you care about order? There's this one intersection in the city that I live in that drives me absolutely crazy. Because before you cross the intersection, you know that you have to be in the left lane. But people get in this right lane. It's basically a right turn only lane once you cross, if that makes any sense. And so once you cross over, you're supposed to either take a right or keep going. And, people just cut in, even though it's a really, really, really busy intersection. And I don't know, man. I try to be a good driver. I try to do my part. And that is why I can never live in giant ass cities, because I can't do that. That's not me. That's not me at all. I don't want to wait 50 minutes, an hour just to get home from work. I visited New Orleans on Sunday, and it was awesome. I love New Orleans. It also smelled like New Orleans. I'd say that's pretty accurate. But whenever we go, it's always a really good time. There's always so much to see, so many people. I I think I have on my Twitch that I like to people watch. That is genuinely true. I very much love to people watch. If you know me pretty well, then you probably know that I'm pretty quiet and reserved. Unless I need to not be. I used to just be quiet though all the time. I used to just be quiet because I was too afraid to speak out. Most people that knew me from 10 years ago, 15 years ago would say that they probably wouldn't be able to say very much about me just because I was so quiet as a kid. But something about my own personal life experiences have helped me to become the person that I am. And, you know, thankfully I have a wonderful husband who is supportive of me and believes in me and tells me that all the time. And, you know, that's a really big thing because I think that a lot of people don't have that. And especially in these times where people don't have, you know, a lot of social interactions, or it's awkward to have social interactions because you don't know how to have a social interaction with people. That's something that children probably aren't really taught. Where are children taught how to, you know, handle situations, how to talk to people, how to make conversation? You know, how to be compassionate, how to be sympathetic, how to be considerate and care about others. Do you ask questions? You know, do you ask people how they're doing? Do you check in? I need to make sure that I'm checking in with the people that I love and that I care about. Because people need to know that they're cared about. Thankfully, I know that I am, but I think it's, for some people, it's just really hard to make deep connections. Maybe you're not confident. Maybe you don't know how to start a conversation. Where did you learn that from? Maybe you didn't learn it from anywhere. I don't really know how I learned to become friendly. Maybe it's not a natural thing. I know people have different dispositions and different personalities, but I know that I'm really, really grateful for how you know, my general disposition. I'm very happy to see people every day. You know, it's important to smile. Even if you're not really feeling happy, it's important to smile. Don't forget to do this. Do you guys remember that a meme or picture, whatever you want to call it, floating around about how many muscles it takes to frown, but X amount to smile? You need to remember that. You need to be mindful of that. Listen to my sultry voice. These are some of the things I want you to know. I hope, um, I really, 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 really hope before I die and all is said and done that, um, that I do something meaningful, that I go to school, that I become an attorney, that I help people, that I get into politics, something that I absolutely hate. But that I really want to do nonetheless, just because I care about the future that we're going to be leaving for the people that are after us. Like my kids. I don't think I really cared so much, but now I really do. And I think about people like Chester Bennington who, you know, decided to, end their life. And, you think about those kinds of things. And I hope that people keep that in mind when they consider how shitty their life is, Because life really can seem quite shitty. I totally get that. I absolutely respect you. I don't know you. Maybe I do. I probably do. But if I don't know you, I respect you anyway. And I hope you know and believe that. All of our, struggles are valid. But what matters is really what we make of them. And what we choose to do. And how we respond. What we do to react. How we handle ourselves at the end of the day. Just as ripples spread out when a single pebble is dropped into water, the actions of individuals can have far-reaching effects. That is the Dalai Lama. I saw that at the aquarium on Sunday. And it's so true. Because the actions that we, everything that we do has an effect. The things we don't do, the things we do, everything has an effect. And we have to be aware of that, always. Did you say hi when you could have? Did you not, did you just keep on walking? On my way to work, whenever I'm driving, if I can, there was one time where on my way to work, I was in this neighborhood and there were these people, these dudes on the street. And I think one of them was maybe walking and the other one was riding his bike, but just randomly, was just like, "Good morning." And they kind of stared at me for a second and then they waved back at me, and that was really nice. I enjoyed that. Because why not? I've said this. I live by this every day of my life. The most important question you'll ever ask yourself is why? Literally, why? Be it yes, be it no, You have to question everything because, a lot of people take this life for granted, but I really don't. I try not to anyway. My greatest fear is failing as a parent. Hands down. That is my greatest fear. Is that when I die, my kids suck when they grow up because of me. Because I didn't do my job as a parent. That terrifies me more than anything. I can honestly say that. Even more so than The fact that I am a hopeless romantic. Ah. Who isn't? I want to know who is not a hopeless romantic. Because if you're not, you're lying to yourself. Ah. Okay, I will